We head to the second. Tom Foley to lead things off for the West against Bill Saslowski in his second inning on the hill for the East All-Stars. Both pitchers setting down the offenses in 1-2-3 fashion in their first inning. Foley looks at ball one. Wearing the number 42, of course, retired by Major League Baseball. I guess midweek hasn't gotten to the
no, we
festivities
we
yet.
haven't retired any numbers yet. We probably retired some players
Yeah.
over the years, but no numbers.
So it's Foley. He'll be followed as he lifts this one into short right field. Should be a relatively easy play for Dilberti, who puts it away, one down.
From the midfield side is number 17, Kevin DeCapua.
So Kevin DeCapua steps in. Left-handed batter. Say it every year, Tim. You come out here, you look at the uniforms. Everything is just so professionally done in midweek baseball, and these guys really have a good time out there.
Oh, they do. This is, like I said in previous years, we play a lot of games that start at 6 or 6:30 during the week. Guys are guys are running from the parking lot at 5:59, tying their shoes, pulling their pants on. These guys are really dedicated, and when we get to do a game like this under the lights, 8 o'clock on beautiful field here at State of New York, SUNY Old Westbury, it's really a lot of fun. And yeah, the guys, you put on the uniform, and it takes you back to your youth, and that's what really this is. I mean, this is a reclamation of youth league. And you talk to these guys, and as I was saying to you during the break, how a lot of these guys have never stopped playing ball, and that's what's keeping them youthful, keeping them going. As Saslowski is still mystifying batters there.
DeCapua swings through that high fastball, 1 and 2.
Kevin, 37 years old, 6 feet tall. He lives in Manhasset, grew up in Brooklyn, went to school at Stony Brook, and played college ball at Stony Brook.
Off-speed delivery, slap foul down the third base side. That'll go out of play.
And what happens here is now Billy Saslowski, 53 years old, he knows he's facing a guy who's almost 20 years young. I mean, they know what teams these guys are, and they may not know them, but they can recognize what division they're from. And he's going to go out, Billy's going to go out there and say, I'm not going to throw this guy a fastball. And these guys, the younger guys, are looking for fastballs all day long. They're not, they don't see as much of the breaking pitches, change-ups, and all the other stuff, arm angles that Billy's going to show you. And this is lefty against lefty. This is really where Billy can dominate.
2-2 pitch, misses outside, count runs full at 3 and 2. And the thing about Saslowski, we're right behind home plate. You can see the movement on his pitches. The speed probably in the 60s, touching into the 70s maybe. But there's a lot of movement.
He'll get his fastball probably up in the upper 70s once in a while. But like that, it chipped off just a little bit of the corner of the outside. And really, Kevin DeCapua there should have tipped his cap on the way back to the dugout because that was an unhittable pitch.
That's a Sherwin-Williams pitch, painting the corner.
Number
That's exactly what he did.
7, Eddie
So Eddie Muria steps in.
Eddie Muria, who's from the Panthers, they just won the 25 American Division Championship a couple of days ago, playing for Stewie Juarez, and he lines the first pitch to right center field for the first base hit of the game for a clean single.
So Muria ends the streak of 5 up, 5 down by Saslowski, including 3 strikeouts. So he's on at first with 2 down.
And we know that Eddie Muria is a rookie to the All-Star game because he swung at
take
the first pitch. These guys, they don't learn until they've been here a couple of times. If they want to get some FaceTime on TV, they got to take a couple of pitches.
So runner on, the first of the game at first, is Eddie Muria, and Jim McAndrew, number 45, steps in. You know Jim very well, teammate of yours.
Jay McAndrews has been a teammate of mine for a number of years. He also plays on the Panthers in the 25 and over. Jay is with the Verizon for many years in their operations department. He's one of those guys who starts work at 10:30 at night, so he's very happy to play a 6:30 game. He has a problem when we have late games. Yeah, He's fresh. And Jay pitches, Jay catches. Jay played baseball in college down at, I believe, at University of Miami a number of years ago. Let's see if we got information on him. I know he's married and lives in Freeport. And again, Jay is one of those guys I've known. I was playing against Jay 25 years ago, and I know Jay has not missed a year of playing, and that's why at 56 years old, he's probably one of the faster guys on my team. He's probably one of the faster guys out here. He's Freeport, and I'm sorry, he went to college, played ball at Tampa.
Okay.
Which is
Florida
still no
nice place to
slouch.
play. Lifts it into center, drifting back is Garcia. Evan Garcia puts it away for the final. Out of the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 1.5, we're still scoreless. Midweek All-Star baseball game. Head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Hal Sass, Tim Hott. Glad to have you with us for our coverage of midweek baseball. The All-Star Classic, the late summer classic this year, as we're into late August.
All right, this is a month later than we usually do this game, around the 20th of July every year, and we've been doing it, Hal. I think you and I have been doing it together for 20 years. I remember actually working at a picnic table without an umbrella one year.
Got a good burn that day.
Oh my God, it was. That was out at the Suffolk County PAL complex before they built their broadcast booth, and then we did it out there for a number of years with Jimmy Houston. Sammy Martinez, our DJ here, was reminding me that in those days the production truck was this monstrous, like ice cream truck sized vehicle.
I remember that.
And now it's all done, from the back seat of a car. Virtually.
Gotta love digital. New pitcher on the mound for the West, Armand Moliere.
So Armand with the Long Island Brewers, 35 years old, 6'4", 220. Take him out to dinner. New York City detective. Now I know. Joey DeFrancis, his manager, is just retired as a homicide detective with NYPD for over 20 years. Armand is originally from Phoenix, Arizona. Played his college ball at FSU, Florida State. That's big time.
Bill Germano, the batter.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Swinging at that offering, swings through it. And the count runs full at 3-2. So 3-1, give him the green light, but unable to connect on Moliere. The payoff pitch. Hit hard into left center field. That'll fall in for a base hit. Cut off in left field.
So that's the first hit for the East Division. So first base runner. Scotty Hignell coming up. Scotty Hignell is the manager of the Bethpage Dodgers. He actually runs 2 teams, Bethpage Dodgers and the Long Island Dodgers. One team in the 25 and over division, one in the 35 and over division. Scotty's been managing in the league, I want to say, for at least 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. He lives in Oakdale, grew up in Bayport, so he's a Suffolk County boy. Played his college ball at Belmont Abbey, which I do not know where that is.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, thank you. Our scoreboard operator coming up with the answer to that quiz question.
Should mention
you get a hot dog for that later.
Should mention the umpires doing today's game. We'll get that after this pitch, as that pitch is fouled straight back. Behind the plate is Lee Jones, John Pandolfo at first, Dominic Giammarusso at second, and John LaBarbera at third. So 4 umpires brought in to oversee this All-Star Classic.
Normally, midweek games are umpired by 2 umpires. Each team pays for one at the field. And here, though, again, to give the guys, the feel of the real All-Star experience, like in the pros, four umpires on the field. And that's actually also going to make the game move faster, because calls are not going to be, a question, and the umpires are not going to have to be sprinting from one side of the field to the other to cover the bases. So it makes the game easier for the umpires, makes it better for the players.
Germano was running on that last pitch, which was fouled back. 1-2 to count. They'll hold him on at first. Moliere takes his time, forces the runner back with a pickoff throw over to first. Jim McGee at first base defensively. Pisano at second. Jim Antonio at short, Denenberg around at third. 1-2 the count. Left-hander winds. That pitch swung on and missed, but they say that he did get a piece, so he stays alive at 1-2. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Bottom of the second inning. We are scoreless, one hit aside for the East and West All-Stars, respectively. Foley, the catcher, gives the sign. Mollier is ready. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Runner goes. Throw down to second. In time, scooped up. The tag applied, and he's out.
Good. Strike him out, throw him out. Pitcher, another one of the pitcher's best friends. Well, that's a quick way to get 2 outs.
So on the 1-2 pitch,
From the Suffolk
they
Indians,
send Germano again. This time,
Corey
didn't get the great
Franklin.
jump. Fastball swung through by Hignell. And the throw down to second. Take
Take a
another
look at it from behind home plate, and that throw, it's the big problem there is shortstop had so much time waiting for the ball to get there. Corey Franklin now be hitting for the East Division. Corey manages the Long Island Indians in our 25 and older division. Corey's 48 years old. He's been, again, in Long Island midweek for 10 years. You're going to see a lot of guys here who have double-digit years in the league.
Inside pitch, fisted foul. Got to just credit Giacomo Antonio. Great job at shortstop covering on that steal attempt. Ball was short hop, the throw by Foley. Able to come up with it, but as you said, it didn't get a great jump at first. He had the time to come up with the short hop, cleanly field the ball, and apply the tag for the strike him out, throw him out, double
And
play.
from an umpire standpoint, when the ball beats the runner,
By that much.
you know, you've got the call. You have to drop the ball, really, not to get the call in that situation.
Franklin looks fisted to the mound, and Mollier able to field the position well, retires the side, so no runs, 1 hit, nobody left thanks to the throw out on the court stealing. So at the end of 2 innings, we are scoreless. This is Long Island Midweek Baseball.